What's up YouTube? My name is Jason, I live in Japan, and I'm a professor at Osaka University. Today I'm going to be giving you a cycling tour of North Osaka and one of my favorite hot springs, Minoh. So let's go cycling. Alright, so let's get started. That's my bike. It is a steel Lamborghini. I don't know if it's actually made by Lamborghini. I got it on Amazon for about 250 bucks. But it works pretty well. It's about 11 kilograms. And yeah, I've upgraded a few things. That's me. And my gear and all my glory. And today it's about 10 degrees, maybe a high of 12 degrees, and somewhere in the 50s in Fahrenheit. So it's a bit chilly, but a good day for cycling. Alright, and now we're cycling in what's North Osaka, basically, so the Toyonaka area. If you ever visit North Osaka, it's a nice place to live. It's got a lot of good food. The Nepali kitchen on the left-hand side that you see there is excellent. Massive, what I like to call legendary naan, which they're massive. They're like probably about 2 feet long, and the food's really good too, so it's a big recommendation. Yeah, so we're actually passing into Minoh, the city of Minoh here, and they just recently put in these bike lanes, which are really nice, quite wide, and the good thing about Japan is that cars really obey bike laws, particularly because fines and like if you have an accident, they're really strict about fines and punishment, so that's a good thing. There's the fire department on the right. I've actually worked with them in the past on some drone research. And going up into Minoh towards the hot spring, you'll see a train pass you on the left in a second. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, the train systems in Japan are so good. So easy to get around, so cheap. And here we're actually coming up on the Minoh hot spring itself. I don't know if you can see in the video, but if you look directly forward, there's a big building in the distance. That is the hot spring. And right to the right is actually Minoh Station, and that's how you get to the hot spring. So you can go, if you come to Japan and go to Osaka Station, you take the Hankyu train all the way up to Minoh Station, and it's you only have to change trains once, not too bad. There's this nice scenic area, and that's the hot spring there on the upper left. And another really nice thing about this area, in addition to being really chillaxed and quite beautiful scenery, there's a waterfall which I'll introduce in another one of my videos, and also they sell there what's called momiji manju, which is basically fried maple leaves, and the batter's kind of sweet. It's really good, and they're pretty cheap. They're probably about $3 for a bag of like 100 grams, so maybe like 20 chips. I highly recommend them. So here we go up the elevator to the hotel, and it's actually a hotel and hot spring. The hotel is called Spa Garden, so if you Google search Spa Garden, it should go up. And the view from the elevator is really nice too. Now the elevator's free. There's no cost to go into the building, but then to actually get into the hot spring it's about 800 yen, the equivalent of $7 or $8, which is not too bad. And there's a little walkway that connects the elevator to the hot spring, and the views from it are just stunning. You can basically see all of Osaka, all the way to Awaji Island, and pretty much, yeah, the run of the city. So yeah, hot springs, when you go to hot springs, unfortunately you can't have tattoos. You also can't have any clothes on, which is kind of nice. A lot of people are embarrassed when they get in the hot springs for the first time, but it's sort of a really surreal atmosphere. Nobody really cares, and it's totally worth it. I've had friends that are super embarrassed to start with, but then they get in once, and it's a complete turnaround. They love it, and they can't wait to go back. So that's the hot spring on the right. Obviously, we can't go in the hot spring and show you around inside. Maybe actually in another video, there's part of the hotel which you can see in sort of the entryway, which I might do another video on. But the main thing is the view from here, and yeah, it's just absolutely stunning. There's a little bit of, it's right around sunset, or just before sunset, so you can't see too clearly, and that's the path that we just walked in on. And yeah, the other nice thing that's the really nice thing about this is it's right next to Minoh waterfall. It's about there's a picture of the waterfall there. It's about a 30-minute walk from the hot spring, and so a lot of people will do the waterfall walk or waterfall hike, and then go to the hot spring afterwards, which I highly recommend. Here's the view of the city from the top. Yeah, it's Osaka. You can see all the way to Umeda Station, and yeah, and the evening. Actually, it's best to come in evening because there's a discount on the hot spring entry. Normally it's, well, let's say on Saturday, Sunday it's about $10, but if you go after 6 p.m. on weekdays, it's only 7 or 8. Yeah, and it's really, so they have a shop there as well. And then this is back down the street, and these the buildings that you see on the right and left, those are the ones that sell those maple leaf, the fried maple leaves. So on your way back, you can pick some up. They have, like, you don't have to eat it there. They have bags that you can take them with you. I highly recommend getting one or two. So this is me on the way back home, and the cycling in Japan is really quite fantastic. It's quite safe. You have a lot of scenic areas that, like roads that run along rivers. So it's really easy to cycle, and it's a lot of fun. I highly recommend, if you can come to Japan to cycle, even just for hiking or to walk around, it's highly recommended. And lastly, here's the route that I took on Google Maps. I'll post a link below later. And that's about it for this video. So yeah, just wanted to give you a little bit of a tour of northern Osaka, of the hot spring, which you guys should totally come check out. I'll put a link in the description as well. And I hope to see you next time. Thanks!